Hey, welcome back, guys. Well, here in the shed with the Crumbler that I bought here, pretty near a month ago now. If you saw that video, you'll know I bought this unreversed 1225 Crumbler, third Crumbler for our third disc, and it is a 37 foot, which is exactly what I was wanting. But doing a few things on it here in the shed. If you saw my video where I was putting bearings in about 4 of the baskets, so those are all done naturally. But basically just some prep work on this thing. One of the things I want to do here is I gotta take and extend the tongue on out. The other 1225 that we have, it is a 35 foot. That's the one we pull behind our 30-foot disc. And so I actually ran over and took a look at it. And here, ahead of where you take and lock the tongue in place, there's 8 holes showing. And right here, there's only 2. So that thing's got to come forward. And I hope I have enough hydraulic hose. I guess we'll see. And maybe I'll bring you along. I'll probably go ahead and start moving the other 2 Crumblers over as well. Another thing that I have done on why I've just added it to this one before I got the camera going, and also I put them on the other 2 Crumblers, is here on the wheels, they're on the cylinders. I've added some 1/2-inch cylinder spacer stops. And the reason for that, if you're in clay or heavy black dirt, you probably don't have to worry about it. But here in our good old yellow sand that we got, that thing wants to roll kind of stiff for some reason. Of course, I did put new bearings in. Usually new bearings are kind of stiff. But anyway, in our good old yellow and black sand that we have, I've got to watch on these things, because the front set of baskets, if you run it where the cylinders are sucked all the way in and you have a bunch of down pressure, and in fact you can see the way it's sitting right now, that spring's pulled. The front set of baskets will tend to nosedive and just bury in our good old loose sand. So I've got 1.5 inches of spacing right there already taken up, because I've got 3 1/2-inch spacers. And I may have to end up going to a full 2 inches, because on this Crumbler, this here has 760 by 15 wheels, and the other 1225 has 9.5 by 15. I'm not sure why. The center 4 are different. The wing wheels on both are the same, 760 by 15. But on the other one, the center 4 are 9.5 by 15, so they're a little bit wider, which I'm assuming is probably going to make them just a little bit taller. As you widen that tire out, your height goes up. Well, at least on a tractor tire it does. I'm assuming on just a small tire like this it does the same thing as well. But something that I know, I took a look at my other 2 Crumblers. I've got additional spacers right in the center, on the center 4 wheels compared to the wing. Out here on the wing, you can kind of see on this one, and up here on this one, I've got 1.5 inches. And I've got the exact same thing on the other 2. In the center, I do have a little bit more. And so I'm going to take and add another 1/2-inch spacer here in the middle. And because, yeah, when your baskets want to begin to nosedive into good old soft, what I call sugar sand, that's not exactly all that much fun. Like I say, if you're in clay, you don't have to worry about it, because that good old heavy dirt, they just roll right over top that. But in good old loose sand, yeah, it's a completely different story. They nosedive and ball up and plug. And one thing that you'll see them do is it's like you'll begin to collect dirt inside of the basket, inside this hollow area here, as it goes round and round, and it can't get it out. And so it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and then the whole thing will just begin to nosedive and plow. And so, yeah, that's why I put the spacers onto it to stop that. And like I say, if you got good heavy dirt, it won't do that. But loose yellow and black sand, yeah, good luck trying to stop it without having stops in the cylinders. So I'm gonna grab my other two spacers and we'll get this thing raised up. Well, that's getting the shit all smoked up with the tractor running. Okay, yeah, here's those spacers. They just open up. You clip over top the cylinder. There we go. I got these online. I think Sloan Express Ag Parts. Work pretty good. They have all different sizes as far as thickness. Like I say, these here are 1/2 inch, but they got 3/4, 1/4 inch, 1 inch, whatever you want. Okay, we'll see what that does. Now we'll lower it back down here. Okay, now I can tell that did seem to bring it up a little bit more. We'll go out and check it. Well, it's got it down on those stops. Still got just a little bit of pull here on the spring, on the down pressure springs, but not near as bad. I think that'll work just fine. And we'll check these over here. Yep, got just a little bit of gap just showing between the coils, but not bad there either. Perfect. And I got 2 inches on this cylinder as well. Like I say, running 1.5 inches on the wings, that seems to work pretty good. Because right here in the middle is where you have the additional weight of the tongue and that kind of stuff. So adding a little bit additional on the center two, on the middle 2 cylinders works pretty good. Got my handyman jack here. Want to come up underneath this part of the frame, and that'll take the weight off the tongue. That way I can extend it out. So I'll set you down here somewhere. Okay, I had to wiggle it back and forth, but I got that hitch pin pulled out. Go ahead and get these hydraulic lines unhooked. Well, I kind of wondered if it was going to do this or not. Thankfully it's down, but yeah, with them being tail heavy, that's actually why they actually had the jack on the back of the thing. That way if you lock your wheels up. But yeah, tongue kind of came up in the air about 2 feet. I have seen advertised on Marketplace where the jack on the back of the thing is not down at all, and the whole thing will be sitting there. This here will be about 6-8 feet in the air. But well, hey, at least with it stuck up like that, makes it easier to work on now. Okay, now I gotta get these two pins here popped out. Get my jack picked up. I can actually put that thing underneath the back there and lower it back down. Okay, let's see here. Got one pin here. Well, good, that one's already loose. Pop that key. And got the front pin here. Feels like he's fairly loose also. Yeah, there we go. Well, let's see if we can get this thing pulled. Like I say, I hope my hydraulic hoses are long enough. I think they will be. There we go. Okay, need to come out a little bit more. Well, let's see what we got. Looks like we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be number 5 right behind that, I think. Looks like one more. Oh, I'm going to get these lined up. I'm not sure. It almost looks like there may be 2 holes kind of halfway in between here, but I'm not positive. Well, we'll give it another good yank out and see what that does. Getting closer. Hey, I think that'll do it right there. Yeah, looks like we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I need to go back in here, line this hole and this hole back up right here to the frame, and that'll have it. Almost got it. About a quarter hole off. I doubt that'll draw it. Well, hey, there we go. Man, I'm going to take and wiggle that tube a little bit, but not too far off. All right, let's get our pins back in. And that'll have it. Got that one. Okay, and that one. Now, that's got set up just like the other 1225 is. Now the guy I bought this thing from, he said they were in it right where you saw it was at, and he said they never had any trouble. I'm not exactly sure how they, when you turn on the end, how they kept from getting the wing back into the thing. Although I can see right here that's been bumped quite a few times. But Yeah, like I say, that's what I gotta do on there too, is I gotta keep them things extended out. That way when you go to turn, the back of this wing or the back gang doesn't come back and hit back into it, because you got to kind of turn like a light bulb shape on the end rows. Okay, well good. I had plenty of hydraulic line to run through, and in fact I'm going to take and get these out of here, run them through this handle. That way it helps hold them in place. Okay, there we go. There we are. Okay, that's got it. In fact, I may take and grab a zip tie, wrap right around there, and that'll help keep that up. That handle right there will kind of keep everything held down also, and that'll work. Now my other 1225, it actually does have a pinhole up here for a latch like this, but the latch is gone. And so, yeah, no big deal. I never run it all the way back here and latch on that anyway, so not gonna hurt anything. Gotta throw my handyman back here underneath the jack, and we'll get that tongue lowered back down. If I can do anything with that door right there. Hey, there we go. Yeah, it's got the front end going down. I think that's just about got it. Okay, we're hooked back on. Tell you what, I'm gonna back this thing out of here. Maybe I'll bring you along to get at least one, maybe both of the other two crumblers brought over here, and maybe I'll chase myself with the drone. So we'll wait and see what happens. guys, well, you got to chase me in the drone, got to watch me do a little work there on the third crumbler, or the new one. So now we got the other 37 foot here in the shed. This is the one with the smaller wheels. I like the big tires, but hey, it does the job. And they're all three made by Unverfirst, but this one here is called a Rolling Harrow 2. And so it's just a little older model than the 1225. But hey, it does the job, that's what counts. So, well, hey, I'm going to call this an end of the video. So take care, thanks a lot for watching, we'll see you next time.